Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello. Welcome to stream today. Hello. My name is Bethana May 19. You guys call me Beth or Bethana. Don't matter. My pronouns are she, her. I'm an aspiring voice actress, cosplayer, gamer, Twitch affiliate, streamer. Happy Thursday. We are almost at the end of the week. We are at the weekend in the home stretch, y'all. So, today, we're gonna be streaming the new Archon Quest. Why aren't they calling it Interlude Archon Quest? Getchin, what is wrong with you? What the heck? It's supposed to be Interlude Archon Quest, not Archon Quest. I'm sorry, are we in a new region? No, we are not. But, yeah. Damn it, now I want to try to pull, but I want to wait till Saturday to do so. Well, don't be like me, Allison. We'll see how many Gemmy Gems I'm gonna get today. We'll see if I can do a poll. I'm trying to aim for, I don't know, poll for who? I may try to get Cloran or, I'll hate them, but I don't want to spend too much of my gems, because I want to save for, Siegeween when she comes out. So yeah, but we're gonna be streaming the new Archon Quest. I'm not gonna be streaming Cloran's story quest today. I'm gonna do that next week. But I figured it looks like the Archon Quest is gonna be for about an hour and a half. So I figured today we'll do the Archon Quest, and just so I can catch up on the new event that looks like it just dropped, I'm gonna be doing that. But while I do that, I want to share my experience for Fan Expo Dallas, because I want to tell the whole weekend to any of y'all who hadn't seen any of my social media posts, or if anyone here who wasn't for the experience, you know, I'm gonna share the story of everything. Yeah, I want to tell everybody everything, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later as soon as I finish the Archon Quest. So, I have a ton on my sub, but on my main, I've already gotten I'll Hate Them Twice. Yay, awesome, Allison. But I'm going to, yeah, I wanted to tell most of y'all everything that happened, but due to a Honkadog stream and me with my friends, I figured today might be a good day to do it. And, yeah, I wasn't there, but based on what I've heard, it was fun. Yeah, it was super fun. I had an amazing experience, and meeting Neil all weekend was a real treat. But I'll tell y'all everything about the whole weekend. And, make sure you guys, I might have, right before I started stream, I may have added 2 more, Astarion blurps, because why not? And I want to fight me, because I can do whatever I want, but... Oh.
Have I stabbed you? No. Then I'm being nice.
I hadn't even listened to that one.
Oh, good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Oh my god, I didn't even know the first one. Oh my god. Oh god. That's definitely someone who, from a Neil cameo, I believe. Oh my god. But yeah, just for ha-has, I put, 2 more Astarion, blurps. And, yeah. And also, if you may have noticed, I had changed the, instead of 30 subs, I decided to mark it down to 25. For the new sub goal, I am doing 25 subs. I play Elden Ring on stream because... if y'all want to see me rage and scream and shout so many F-bombs, just so many F-bombs on this game, we're gonna try to get to 25 of them, but, we shall see. And especially since with the Elden Ring DLC coming out, next week, I figured. And I've been wanting to play Elden Ring even though I'm going to be extremely terrible at it. Like how you did on Stellar Blade, yeah. Like how I did on easy mode with Stellar Blade, yeah. I started over on Stellar Blade yesterday. I thought I had to really I have to look through and find all of the different body cores to get Eve's HP up. I am putting a hiatus on that game until I can figure out the time to fucking do it right. It's with my schedule the next month, it's gonna be crazy, y'all. That's why I need to put a pause on Stellar Blade. Since I've got vacation starting next Friday when I'm gone for a week. And then I'm home for a week. And then I've got Delta H-Con. And then the weekend after that, I've got Classic Game Fest. And then I'm home for a week. And then I go to Baltimore to go visit my dad and go to Otakon. It's gonna be busy, busy, busy. And especially since Dawn Trail's early access starts in just 2 more weeks. But, yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm shutting up. Let's start this already. Let's go save Mr. Daneslift, aka Mr. Yuri Lowenthal. Let's go. Yay! Hooray! Bully Lowenthal!
Perfect. It's you two.
Oh, hi,
I
Catherine.
have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh?
Missing person.
Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
Cause you guys
I
are the
came
main
across
characters.
this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the Commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere.
I'm jealous you and
It certainly
Allison
didn't
are
seem
going
like
to
a joke
Tokyo
to them.
X Grace.
Besides,
But do
putting up a
tell the
commission
man, the
requires
myth,
a
the legend,
processing
Blake
fee.
Shepard, I said
there
hello.
aren't many upsides to a prank that costs more to
And
carry
also,
out.
they got some Genshin voice actors, which makes me even more jealous, but that's okay. I'll be alright.
In any case,
But hey,
it
guys,
would probably be
Grace
best
and
to go to
Allison, only
Vimara
one more
Village and
month
ask
till I
around
get to
first.
see you two.
The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
I still like the name of this quest called, True and Double True. Oh, yeah, the sword fight. Yeah. If you guys don't know what Allison is talking about, she bought a Diluc sword, and I'm aiming to cosplay as Mio from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And I'm gonna bring my Aegis swords just for the ha-has, and I'm like, now I gotta get us a picture of me and Allison trying to sword fight. Or safely! Just so we don't get in trouble with, just so we don't get in trouble with, the con. We're just gonna be on best behavior.
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here,
miss you too,
confident they'd be able to help us, only
I met
to leave
Lexi
soon
in
after with nothing to
person
show for their efforts.
For the first time.
We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
Yeah,
I
this
don't know.
whole weekend.
I really
Oh
have
yeah,
no
and I got
clue.
to meet baby
I
Kirby.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as
Guess
I'd like
you
to,
are
I don't
really
like
sick of
bringing
answering
fake weapons
questions.
anymore because one,
I'm sorry, I didn't
a
mean
pain
to
to
sound
look
short
around
with
and
you.
don't get them
I was
checked
actually
if
just
don't
giving
bring
you
them.
my
Yeah.
answer to your questions.
Yeah. So those 3 questions are a no-go then.
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him.
And yeah, I got
When
to
you
meet
live in the same
Lexi's
village as someone,
baby
you
Kirby.
develop a lot of memories
She is
together, you
adorable.
know? We just don't
Baby
know
is
the
adorable.
specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right. Specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably.
Alright.
Incredibly kind sort of person. Always willing to lend a helping hand.
I need to update
I chat with him when I didn't
Stream
have any
Elements
customers. I even
merch
saw him
store
stick out his
since-
neck for others on more than one
Stream
occasion.
Element store is about to close
Very
down. They
interesting guy,
moved
that one.
somewhere else. So
Now
I
that
may
you've started
need
talking
to
about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you
move
did
all of
before.
my stuff from
Seems
the
like he
merch
left a
store
pretty good
to the
impression
new
on you.
thing that they're doing.
But of
so I need
course,
to do that.
everyone in the village is pretty fond of him.
See if I can do that
We
when I
wouldn't
get
have
back on
issued that
vacation.
commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more. If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Why is it making the directory making it move all the way there? I could have just jumped over.
It's that guests I hear.
Yeah, hi, sir.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me
I
feeling
think I know
quite
who
empty.
this missing person
I
might
don't
be,
think
but
his
I don't want to
parents are
say
still
anything
living in the
because I don't
village.
want to assume I'm
But somehow
right.
he never seemed lonely.
I ain't telling y'all
In
that.
fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to
Allison,
say.
am I just straight up a bad
As
influence for
village
you whenever
chief,
I stream
I owe
Genshin
him
and
many
somehow
thanks.
you do single polls?
Helping villagers navigate difficult
Am I a
moments
bad
in their
influence?
lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't
I
come.
think I'd be a bad influence with all
Perhaps
the Honkai
my
Star Rail
age
bullying
really
videos.
has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
A lot of things are not adding up.
I don't think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
Though I did like
And nobody
the
has
you
been
work
able
for
to
me
tell
now
us
suggestion.
anything about his
Yes.
family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I would say it's more like
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
could it be like what happened with Glader Lord Rukadevata, like some sort
You
of
two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Feels weird
Is
that we're
this
way
the
back in
place?
that we're back in
Under this
Sumeru
tree?
again. It's like they read
Yep.
our mind, but
I know it doesn't look like much, but this place
like
is
I'm
very
shocked that
meaningful
this
to me.
interlude Archon quest
It's
is
so
in
full of memories.
uh,
We used to always sit together under this tree
that's
and
in
talk.
Sumeru. Like we haven't been in.
Sometimes we would look up at the
I don't have
clouds
a
in the
problem.
sky
I fucking love
or
Sumeru.
stop
I love
to feel
Sumeru
the
to
wind
bits and
against our
pieces.
skin. We could sit there for hours at a time,
I don't like how they are
never
with
realizing how
when,
long it had been.
when Inazuma came out,
I was
and then there was
actually
one
adopted
Archon,
by the people of
interlude
Vamara
Archon
Village.
quest with
The forest rangers
chasm,
found me in the woods as a child.
where we
I was
met
surrounded by
Yeon.
such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
That's what family is for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what.
Aww.
that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
And time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atossa just told us about time could be the key of unraveling this little mystery.
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Not in front of the Seelie!
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Flicker.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Defract. Here you are.
Quietly now.
This is order. The wind rises.
Busted.
Flicker.
Assholes!
Rise.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
Yeah, no
It
problem.
was no trouble.
The question is, the question we should be asking now is...
Now that I think about it, the hilichurls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. if the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Oh, look, it's Bully Lowenthal. Look, guys, it's Mr. Bully Lowenthal.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
My
It's
heart
hardly
with the music
personal,
and Genshin
or
Dimitri,
intentional
but
for
at the
that
same
matter.
time not.
As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind.
Why?
That there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilichurl activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased Hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the Hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
And after that, you also owe us many answers, mister!
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Yeah, right.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
God, Yuri does such a good job as Dainsleif.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased Hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm
Vedrfolnir.
loath to admit it, but
Vedrfolnir.
he is also my kin, my older brother.
Older brother?
Brother?
What happened between the two of you?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah. The wise, Roptatyr. The visionary, Vedrfolnir. Gold, Rhine-daughter. The foul, Surtalogi. And Rehir of Solnari.
Oh, your lips are
Remy.
sealed? Okay, yeah.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhyndater is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin of Fontaine...
They were once
Damn it.
people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then...
Indeed,
Reminds me of the fairy tale, and then...
if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
But thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical
Am I the only
experiment.
one when Dane brought older brother into the character?
The
that
eye
named,
was integral to their plan.
Ah!
Yet
He
somehow,
touched
despite
me!
failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental
Grace,
phase
that
and
might
found
just
some
be
other
you.
way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to
That
that
might
effect.
actually have to be you,
Then
Grace.
what
But the
should
way
we
you
do?
mentioned he touched
It's
you,
not too
I
late,
keep
is it?
forgetting. I'm like, oh
Our
yeah,
most
that's
pressing
right.
concern
Yuri's Sasuke.
is to determine the purpose of the Loom of
The
Fate.
first role I heard Yuri.
From there,
it was
we'll be able to
Sasuke.
deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today. Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Dane's like, I'm so
Did
emo.
something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is this even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
Yeah, what kind of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Exactly! Like, discount the hair, but he's all in blue, and Sasuke wears blue. Is the eye still safe?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part.
Y'all could call me out on that. I'm just stating my
We must
facts.
check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Like, if Sasuke was, like,
oh, so
50
you're going
or
to
60,
take us to where you hid
and he dyed his hair, and he got bangs. Correction looks young for. Oh, right. Oh, shit. I didn't read dialogue. Alright. Given what I know of him, I'm sure Dane has already thought of the possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Lead the way, Dane!
Of course.
What you planning? What are you planning, Allison? What are you planning? Oh, I got an achievement. Nice. Actually, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and do... I forgot to do the test runs. Let me go ahead and do that. Just real quick.
Ready.
Final warning!
Loaded. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Justice will prevail! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Here's backup!
Ready. Hunt them down. Where evil lurks, Shoot on sight. Into the shadows.
You asked for it! Stop right there!
Supporting fire! Don't get too close!
Time to testify.
Already have the man.
Here you are. Scatter! Well now. As you wish, main Fräulein.
Come on! We can do it!
Scatter!
Here we go. Oh my god!
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Come on, give me a sword! Well, you're definitely not a sword. Can I have a sword? Can I have a Latham's sword? Pretty, please. Pretty, please. Pretty, please. Can I have Al-Haytham's sword? Pretty, please. Well, eh. Oh, look, it's the boyfriend. I mean, well, that's not Al-Haytham's weapon, but it's his marriage partner. That was actually kind of funny, chat. What do I have Kaveh at now? Oh, C2! Nice! C2 Kaveh. I mean, it's not Al-Haytham's weapon, but Kaveh wanted to talk to you about car insurance. Here, let me switch Wanderer out with Barbara just so I can have a healer.
I'll take care of it.
Take it easy.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
What's up?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What was Dane going to just tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
Oof.
Let's
Wait,
finish this
no, I don't
swiftly.
I don't want dealers.
We'll be a traveling magic troupe.
If I don't have... None of my Electro characters are at 90. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm alright. I had the small case of the hiccups. Star! Hi! Everybody, welcome in, Star. They are my new friend I have made at the con last weekend. And we're going to be collaborating tomorrow. We're going to play Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow. I'm doing well. Hope you've been doing well. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm very excited. Yeah, they are a new friend I made at the con. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm still trying to figure out what class I'm gonna do when we play tomorrow. I am very excited. Alrighty. I'll try this team since none of my characters have Electro. Let's do this one. Alright, let's go in, chat. I mean, I've got Alhaitham, so I should be okay. I've made Alhaitham too OP. Let me...
Let the show begin.
Whee!
I will have order. A process of elimination.
Step right up. Here comes the finale.
I'll protect us.
Alhaitham! I like the music.
Order guide you. Gather.
Let's dance.
Here you are.
Alright, where are you? What happened with Alhaitham? What do you mean, Allison? I just said I've got Alhaitham, so I should be okay.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism
Damn
over
good
there.
job. Oh, thank you. Whee! After that, you were fighting... Oh! I was just in the zone. I was like, Alhaitham, you gotta move! Like, don't get on the pillar. You gotta get near the enemy. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. The teleporting thing reminds me of Mario Galaxy. Oh! A little bit. Of course it's a rune guard.
Let the show begin.
Flicker.
Now disappear.
Hydrate. I'll hydrate after this.
A round of applause. Step right up.
I will have order. A process of elimination. Flicker.
disappear! Stay
Die!
calm,
Sucker. Alright, hydrate. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! You're so full of energy, I love it. Oh, shucks.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Oh god, a puzzle. Okay.
The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Whee!
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
Here comes the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Here we go again.
Let's get this show on the road! And voila!
Stabilize. Order guide you. Detonation!
I'll protect us.
Scatter. Here you are. Solidify.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Step right up!
These damn abyss orders!
And voila! A round of applause!
Stabilize. This is order.
Ready, steady, go! Let the show begin.
Now disappear!
I'll protect us.
Step right up!
Gather.
Here comes the finale!
Solidify!
There we go.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Of course.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Thank you, Star.
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines.
Dane's like, I
must be
sense
the work of the
disturbance
Abyss.
in the Force.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. Dane does have a point. But something still feels off. What am I missing? I think I might know who this is. Yep! I knew it.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
I should have known. Aether.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Damn.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better... Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Wait, I hear something.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh,
Wow.
this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else. Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilly trails are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love, Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the Hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
I caught myself, so I don't drown. Good catch, thank you, Allison. Parkour!
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
You don't remember?
Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected.
Yeah? Yeah, pretty much, Paimon.
That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But Why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange.
Oh, shoot.
Bayron seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about the disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely I need to think carefully what's really going on. This one?
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an perfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. This one?
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time. No. Based...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this conjunction... Oh, damn it. It's definitely not Dainsliff. I think it's a toss-up.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Aha! I was right!
Nice! That's exactly what Atosa described!
I was right! Yay!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
To the tree!
Yeah, that's where they'll be!
That rhymed! Oh, we'll get it later. What message was that? It's the Twitch-enabled drops. If you,
So, you
link
see,
your
Granny
Twitch
Jahiet
with
was a
your
mercenary when she was
Poyo
younger.
account, you can get some
She
of
just
the
talks like that out of habit.
Twitch drops.
She's not trying to scare the
For those of
children
y'all
on
who are new at
purpose.
this.
Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
I like his voice.
Are those your friends over there?
Who is that? Who is that voice actor? Wait.
Hasn't met us yet.
Grace!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then.
Shit.
Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... Shit, what the fuck was his name? Factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else, I need to think of that one person that can connect us all together. Oh, hell no!
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate.
Oh, fuck!
You're Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me?
That's a
quite the
fucking
surprise.
throwback.
I don't believe I've met you before.
That's a throwback
Oh,
to...
I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw...
That one time I threw my
from
controller, or I
back
dropped my
then.
controller, and I'm like, what?
This is Atosa's memory.
Fuck!
I came here to say goodbye to her.
Throwback to last year's.
But
And I had my XLR,
I suppose
and I
I'll just
used
leave her a
the
message
censor
instead.
button. Eh.
Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Okay, sir. Why is it cutting off? That's weird. Why is it cutting out? May need to check on the antennas. Damn, that's pretty. Ooh, I'm walking on the water again. Like in that one area. this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Care Bear as I can. What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
Care Bear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the Loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Care Bear through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still at loss to why he went so far to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. And to people of Vimara Village?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why I would never have guessed. But is there any kind
Have
of
I stabbed
to
you?
this?
No. Then I'm being nice.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
Thank you, Chaos, for redeeming that.
But I just couldn't accept it.
Oh, baby boy.
I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
Have I stabbed you? No. Then I'm being nice.
Oh my god!
Atosa.
Hey, Star, thank you for the follow.
Tartaglia, lover of Snezhnaya Queen. There was a cat that really was gone. Tartaglia, Snezhnayan's greatest love machine. It was a shame how he carried on.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
Thank you for that again, Chaos, and thank you, Allison, for the Genshin Rickroll.
After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
I was just going to wait,
My
but I
consciousness
was going to wait, but
left
you
to mature
Oh,
in a
you had the
illusory world
urge,
of
didn't you,
nothingness.
Allison? You had the
In the
urge
form
to
you
play
see
in
before you
the
was
Genshin Rick
nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance.
You're welcome. I
imagined
followed on
version
the
of
account that
what I would look like
stream
if
on.
I had the chance to grow up.
Gotcha. Yeah. I was like, oh, you have two different, names. Alright. Gotcha. I gotcha. Alright. You know...
I know.
Yeah, no, I
There's
do
nothing
like
I can
Care
do
Bears.
to make them
Care
find me.
Bear. I keep saying
If I
like
could
Care
exist in the real
Bears
world,
and Care Bear.
I would return without a second thought.
Now you
and
followed me
surprise
twice.
them
Yeah,
with the
you
suddenness
do.
of it all.
Ah, jumping the Sonic Pride emotes. Woohoo!
It's not possible for me.
As I understand it, your existence was a great comfort to them. They believe you lived one. Let's try this again. They all believed you once lived among them.
I know.
Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? The Loom of Fate is already completed? That means the Eye of the First Field Teller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something happen to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But...
That's right. Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that. When?
Before you two entered that false location.
I'll tell you after the cutscene.
Traveler,
Yeah.
wait.
Chat, no more spoilers. Don't tell me nothing. No hints, no wink wink, nudge nudge. Don't, and no making things easier for me.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Wait. So when Dane froze back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind?
That
No
was when I
wonder.
implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure my headphones, my wireless headphones are working, because a little bit I'm like, why is it cutting out? I'm like, I think it's because I have my speakers, my Bluetooth speakers near my PC, so that's probably what's causing it, but I don't have it turned on, but I don't know. So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. What are you planning on doing it with?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clothar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Oh, God, the crazy dude.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore
That
consciousness
crazy
to my
dude.
hilichurl form,
Never again.
I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world
Yeah, that
where I
crazy
had to take on the
maniac.
form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears.
Of course! What fun! I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah,
Loom of Fate in its
that
near
pretty much
completed
describes
form.
that guy. The crazy
Its
father.
ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story.
Yeah, glad to help.
like my
Thank you,
father
Allison.
did for
Thank
me.
you for that. Sorry, and I'm going to fucking kill you.
It was a story of fairy tales and love.
What the fuck?
But
Grace! They the same
more than
being?
anything,
Wait,
it
what?
was the story of us.
What? What? Care Bear's father is the same as Bootil? What the fuck? Yagzin Galaxy Cowboy? So that was his goal? That was the only thing he wanted? God damn! Like, Care Bear's father is the same as Bootil's? What? Wait, English or say you, Grace?
I can't change the world.
English or say
Not when I
you?
lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories,
English? Oh,
that
God.
was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
I need to go back and listen to Care Bears. I need to go back and watch that one of my old streams on my YouTube channel and find the one of me going, what the fuck, when he said his name, and now listen to Galaxy Cowboy.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Oh!
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Oh, hi, Ether.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug
I'm
you
used
too.
to being it the other way around, but you do you. Ah, gotcha.
Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
The heavenly principles are still asleep?
Yes. For 500 years now. Ever since the cataclysm in Khaenri'ah, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules. And still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful, even as a hilly churl. Seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand.
Yeah, she spoke!
Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Yeah, talk about a fourth wall break, right?
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Caribert. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memory, was Caribert. But now he's gone. I'm not sure how to explain to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that, maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Caribert said his goodbyes. That was the last memory.
And we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That's a unique name.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribert is gone. The Loom of Fate is now complete.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Alright, let's go talk to her. Oh man, only 60.
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Caribert now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him.
He always seemed to appear out of nowhere, and now he left just as quickly. If Caribert wants me to forget about the time we spent together, then I'm willing to try. I relied on him for a lot of things, but I'm sure with enough time, even the deepest of attachments can fade. Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh, honey.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Oh, honey, this has nothing to do with you. I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Caribert said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Hey, Yuki, here.
I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something,
Come here.
so I should head back.
Come here.
Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
You want to say hi?
Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon
Come
what
here,
happened
Yuki
after your
puppy.
conversation with Kari Bear?
Come here. Come here. Right, but what is it that happened? I can't remember. Huh? It feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Look at the baby. Why does he look like a dad? You want to say hi to chat? You want to say hi to chat? Mwah! Ugh. Look, say hi to chat. Don't kiss me there. I put on some of my stuff that helps with my face breakout. I don't want you licking my face. Yeah, you spelled his name right, Allison. You spelled his name right. Alright. Get my reward. Completing that enter felt emotional. Yeah, it did. It did. Ugh, 30 more Jemmy Gems until... 30 more Jimmy Gems. Oh, hell yeah!
Are you tired?
Gimme weapon! Aw, damn it. Alright. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna do a quick BRB, just real quick. I've got some laundry, so I just need to check on it real quick. So, I will be right back. And I'm also gonna run a quick ad, so, BRB. And I am back. I am returned once again. All right. Let's
try my new spicy energy drink. I'm sure it'll make you.
Let's do the new event, and then it's time for story time. While we do this, it's time for some story time. As soon as I start this event. I'm probably not gonna do dialogue since do this. Okay. Yeah, while this cutscene is playing, I'll explain. It's time for story time. Alright. So, where shall I begin with the story? Where to begin? Well, my dumb self thought Dallas was 2 hours from here. Nope. It's 3 hours from where I live here in Austin. 'Cause, my brain go burr. So, the road to drive to Dallas only took about, like, 3 hours at most. And then, we did stop at Buc-ee's, because, you know, every time I go to a Texas convention that's not here in Austin, I gotta go stop at Buc-ee's. Sheesh. I have to. It would be immoral. But, yeah. So, yeah. And also, I get dressed and I put on my hair and my cosplay and makeup and the wig on the way to Dallas, since the plan was stop at the hotel, drop off all my shtick, and head to the con. The funniest thing was, I thought there were gonna be other people attending the con at the hotel I stayed at. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. So, I was pretty much the only, when we checked in, I'm in my female Astarion cosplay, and I have a dagger, like, on my little belt thingy, and I'm like, I am the only person, like, attending the con, and I'm in a cosplay. Oh boy, this is gonna be a story to tell the kids one day. So, we get checked in, we go to our room, and then, we drop off everything, and then head to the convention. It was a crazy drive to get around the convention center, I will admit. There and back, all 3 days. It was something, chat. But, luckily, I managed, I got in, I found my way into everything okay. And for those who bought, like, a VIP, Ultimate, or 3-day pass, you could get in 2 hours early, because the con didn't officially open until 4. I got in literally as soon as it opened, and I got in when they were letting everybody in, and I was like, sweet! Here I am! And I'm like, okay, before I do anything, let me just walk around real quick, and at least stretch my legs since I sat on a car ride for 3 hours. I did that, and I'm like, okay, enough walking. Let me go take care of the restroom stuff, and then go in Neil's line. I get in his line at his booth around, like, 2:20 or 2:30-ish. How about that? And, I'm standing, I'm making some friends, I'm nervous as hell. I'm just listening to my music, and just for the funny ha-has on, I wore my sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses on the way there. I put them on my owlbear plushie, because I brought my owlbear plushie, with me. And, sorry, I'm blanking, I'm sorry. I'm, like, looking at what's going on. So, I wear my sunglasses, and just for the funny ha-has, I put it on my owlbear plushie. I nicknamed him Mr. Hollywood. His name is Mr. Hollywood, but now, his official name now is Mr. Hollyhoots. And I got a lot of love in line, when I was in line. They're like, oh my god, where did you get your owlbear plushie? I'm like, oh, I got it off of Amazon. And, yeah, and a few people from from Neil's Discord server actually, recognized, they were like, wait a minute, are you from Neil's server? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's me, hi. Yep, that's me. And I got a lot of, like, free stickers in line and all that fun stuff. And yeah, there was one Karlach cosplayer that came up to me, and they had the exact same owlbear as I do. And we made a funny TikTok of us making our owlbears kiss, which was pretty adorable. So yeah, Neil didn't show up till around 5:15-ish.
Fry!
And I'm like, understandable, you know. Like, the con didn't open up until at 4, which does explain, since, you know, that makes a lot of sense.
Now.
I was like, okay, that's totally fine. Blah, blah. So I had until about 8 o'clock to try to meet him because...
picked the wrong test subject.
Yeah, due to things, I could only stay at the con until about 8. And so, what happened was, Neil then had to do a photo op with his fans at 6, and then he had a panel at 7:45. So I was really getting panicked. I was starting to a little bit panic. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to meet him. I'm getting anxious.
Let's end this now.
I was getting scared. I'm feeling XYZ.
Try. We'll meet again.
So I was like, well, if I don't meet him, I'm just gonna have to try.
Picked the wrong test.
I'm gonna have to try again on Saturday, which is gonna be bad. Luckily, one of the people in the row next to me, they were like, do you want to, like, get in front of me just so you can meet him? Because it looks like you really need to meet him today. And I'm like, if that's okay. And luckily, they let me go up in front of them, and that was really a sweet thing. And nobody got upset at me for that. And I'm like, I was getting real anxious, and staff was being so kind to me, is being like, are you okay? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need to do anything? I was like, no, I'm alright. I'm just, I'm alright. And, yeah, so I'm like, alright, here we go. I'm getting ready to meet Neil. I'm having a grand old time. Blah, yada, yada, yada. I'm then, like, a little nervous, because, you know, I'm like, oh my god. It's happening. And so it's my turn, and one of his handlers goes, has she already paid? And the other handler goes, yeah, she already paid. Neil's kind of waving and saying hi to me, and I'm like, here we go. Here we go. And so I go up to him, he's like, hi, and I'm like, hello, and he's like, I'm Neil, nice to meet you, and I told him, oh, hi, I'm Bethan. He's like, hi, Bethan. And, I'm like, oh my golly gee willikers, he said my name. He done said my name, because my name is not common. Which is fucking amazing. And so, I gave him the drawing of Xeon from Xenoblade Chronicles 3, since I told him I'm a huge Xenoblade fan, and I know you play. I told him I know you play Xeon. He's like, oh yeah, and he thought it was cute. The drawing was cute, and then I also gave him the Honkadonk Squad friendship bracelet. You know, reference to my streams. I got to put it on him, and he said in his historian voice, that doesn't mean we're married, darling. And I'm like, oh my god. And then I told him the meaning behind, like, the bracelet, and he thought it was cool. And then we got a picture together, and I grabbed my owlbear with the sunglasses. He looked at that, he's like, oh my god, that is hilarious. I'm like, thank you. And then we take a picture, and he says, the unhappy couple. And then I give him a hug, and then I leave his booth, and I'm like, oh my god! I am just fangirling at this point. And then I go up to talk to Kyle Phillips, just because I'm a regular in his channel, or I've been in his server for about 4 years now. And then he immediately knew who I was, which was amazing. And I got to see Lexi, which was cool. I got to see my pals from Kyle's server, which was amazing. What the hell kind of event is this? But, yeah, so then I go say hi to Kyle, we kind of chat for a bit, and then I head home. Perfect. And then, well, not head home, head back to the hotel. And then, as I was setting the lock screen of my picture in Neil as my new lock screen, I noticed it's a live photo.
Going somewhere?
And I'm like, wait a minute. I better not have I better not have, like, deleted any of the photos, and I didn't, and I saw that the whole thing was live, which was amazing. And I'm like, wait a minute! So I screen recorded the live video, and I'm like, there we go.
The theory.
And I'm just listening to my fucking giggle right now, and I'm like, God, my giggle is cute, but it's so weird. When I told Damo about that, they were like, oh no, that was actually the most cutest giggle I've ever heard. I'm like, yeah, but you might have thinking it was cute, but I was like, oh god, that giggle.
You win.
And anyways, so, day 2. You know, I'm getting ready, I head to the con, and I run into one of the Astarion cosplayers I got a picture with from, day 1, and I was kind of like saying, oh man, I wish I could have get a photo op with Neil. And like, I think there's still, like, you could still pay for a photo op. I'm like, seriously? They're like, it's worth it. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm booking a photo op with Neil, and no one can tell me what to do. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Plus, I get to see it. I get to meet him again. So, and then what I'll do on tomorrow's stream, I'll tell you how me and Star met. I'm I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. Y'all are gonna see it. But all I can give you is I met Star right before Neil's photo op. So I'm walking around doing some shopping. I buy an Astarion body pillow cover and some Astarion merch for the stickers and keychains for the Ida bag.
You win.
And yeah, so then it's time for me to go to the photo op. I wait. Oh yeah, and I also got to, like, literally after I booked the photo op with Neil, I go up to other voice actors and go say hi, that I've met virtually during quarantine, which was pretty cool. And so I go to the photo op, and then as usual, get a tat. Ooh, look at that weapon. That is amazing. Hello.
Good puns! Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Yeah, so I go to the photo op, and you know, of course, I'm getting a little nervous and a little anxious. And, yeah, and the photo ops with Neil took super, super quick. I'm like, oh, okay, so I don't have to stand, like, in line for too long. Okay, that's not bad. So, yeah, and a lot of people are just like, make sure you have your QR code, make sure you have, like, your things, and don't put any of your stuff in. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh me, oh my. It's a little, whew, a little overwhelming. But, anywho, so I go up and Neil says hi to me, and I think he noticed I was a little nervous and a little anxious, and he just said hi, and it's like, hi, and I'm like, oh, hi. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm alright. He's like, okay. And I'm like, that was actually nice of him asking if I was okay, because, yeah, he's a sweetheart. But, I get a photo op with him, I get the print and everything, and I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. And then, same thing, I walk around a bit more to get do a little more shopping and all that fun stuff. And then I sat and watched Neil interact with his fans as I was eating a bag of popcorn because I needed to snack on something, but here's a tip, chat. When you go to big conventions, make sure you maybe pack some snacks and make sure you smuggle them. So that way, you don't spend your money on convention food, because convention food is expensive as hell. It's a pain. It's always a pain having to deal with that.
Let's end this now.
And so I'm just resting my feet as well. And then later on, I try to find where Anime After Dark is. Anime After Dark. The best way to describe it. It was right next to the area where you find the dealer's room and artist alley and autograph stuff. It was right next into this area, and there were like a lot of tables, and the lines to meet all the extra guests who were there for Saturday night was a little crazy, I will admit. I tried going up and I did go up and say hi to Bryson, but he's like, oh, hey. And I'm like, oh, he's still setting up, and I don't know if he knew it was me. I don't know. Like, and I understand. I was like, and I was trying to get him to say hi, tell him, like, DDX and Sarah said hi. But completely understand. You know. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, and oh, let me tell you all the story. I met Nazeed, Alhaitham's voice actor. I will tell you all that. I got to meet Nazeed, which was amazing. I go up to him and tell him and tell him I loved him as Al-Haytham. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I tell him the story of, if y'all remembered, when I pulled for him and it was through a single pull. If y'all remembered when I screamed and my mic cuts off my scream, he laughed at that. I told him that, and he's like, oh no! But he thought it was hilarious, which was honestly funny. And I got a picture with him, and I tried to think of what quote to say for, he's like, did you want a specific quote? I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, which one do you want? I was like, how about one of his first lines, the process of elimination? He's like, all right, you got it. And I got a picture with him, and he did an additional picture of him giving me the bunny ears, which was fucking hilarious. And I'm like, but he was such a sweet dude. He was cool. But then later on, I'm just like, alright, I'm done. I'm done for day 2. And then, yeah, so then go home, go back to the hotel room and have dinner. Or snack on something, I don't know. So, day 3, I wear my 2B, like, casual cosplay from Nier Automata. I then see, my friend Zach was in line to meet Neil. And I'm like, oh, his line's not bad. I'm like, oh, it's for those who prepaid. Okay. And I was like, I wish I could meet Neil again, or at least hang out with my buddy Zach before he beats him, but I didn't want to get in trouble by staff for...
Fall before me!
I didn't want to get in trouble by staff, and also, like, not to mention, I wanted to meet Neil again, but if it was those who were prepaid, I completely understand. Like, I understand completely. As soon as Neil gets to his booth, my buddy texts me and he says, hey, I think I can bring a +1. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, and then he's like, yeah, you could come in and wait in line with me. And I was like, sweet. And he didn't have any of his friends with him. God, how many are there? So my friend and I also do a silly Instagram story where we're like, oh my god, let's go. Like, we gotta be optimistic. Like, my buddy waited in line for 2 hours, I think, in line or something. I cannot remember. But, we cut it real close because Neil had to do another photo op on Sunday, but we got there like 15 minutes before his photo op, which was excellent timing, I will say. But me and my friend, we're being goofballs waiting in line to meet Neil, and we're just like being silly. And then, so, I let him meet Neil because he wanted to meet him, and I was like, I'll just say hi, it's no big deal. And in case he needed a camera lady, I'm right here. He was like, hey, is it 1 picture per person? He's like, oh, Neil's handler was like, oh, yeah, you actually both can be in the picture. And he's like, sweet! And, which was amazing. So, I let him, we go up to Neil once again, and, I got to witness Neil doing some Heisenberg voice, him doing the Heisenberg voice, which was amazing. And then, Neil actually remembered me. He was like, oh yeah! He was like, oh yeah, Bethan, right. I met you at the photo op yesterday, and then, the day before. I'm like, yep, that's me! Which was amazing. So, I witnessed him doing the... So I let my friend Zach let him talk to Neil, because just to be fair. And then, we take the picture, and then Neil says in his Heisenberg voice, "We happy family." And I'm like,
Fry.
Hell yeah. And then I hang out with my buddy until Video Game Stars panel that had Neil, Roger Craig Smith, Kellen Goff, Patricia Somerset, and yeah.
Fry.
So I go to the panel, I watch people ask questions, and then I was like, all right, let me walk around and say goodbye to any of my friends. And that's what I did. And then I left. And then the post-con depression / post-Neil depression kicked in. And I'm like, I can't cry. We got a 3-hour drive back home. And I bought a really... Oh, yeah, and when I was at the Anime After Dark thing, I tried meeting Landon McDonald, but because the lines were so chaotic the other day, that night, I was like, you know what? It's fine. Am I disappointed? A little. But this lines are just too chaotic for me right now. And I was being a little bit of a brat, which kind of, I need to stop doing, but, or like, I'm done, I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, that's enough. That's enough for day 2. But I was like, I'll go find me something special tomorrow. Like, to make up for not getting to meet Landon. It's okay. I'm not that upset. I was like, I'll use the rest of the money just to find me something special. They had a little Bat Starion plushie that you could put as like a little strap, and I feel so bad. And it was right after I bought this really cool Astarion collage frame. And I was like, and they had one left, but I wanted to get it, but it was way out of my budget money. I was like, I can't do it. I can't. Hey, BD! Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome, BD. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. My name is BethAnime19. You guys can call me Beth or Bethana. It don't matter. My pronouns are she, her. I'm an aspiring voice actress, cosplayer, gamer, Twitch affiliate, streamer. And right now, just catching up on some Genshin right now as I'm telling a story about the con. And I got to see BD at the con. We got to see each other, which was amazing. But howdy, howdy, everybody. Hope you've been doing well. Happy Thursday. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. I need some water. Yeah, we got to I ran into BD. I gave them a big ol' hug. Yeah. Yes, my friend Jinx, though your poses and your cosplays made you look like a queen, you were rocking them. Aw, shucks. Thank you. Yeah. But, yeah, so going back to the Anime After Dark, it was way too chaotic for me. I wanted to buy that Bat Starion plushie, but it was way out of my budget. But if I see them again at my next 3 cons I'm going to, hopefully I'll find it, but it's okay. But, whew. I was like, was it a little overwhelming for me? Yes. But was it worth it? Absolutely. I got to meet Neil Newbon and get a picture with him all 3 days. Of course it made me happy. I was like, yeah, I missed that con. Best con I've ever been to. Yeah, it was a good con. I was like, it was a good con. A little overwhelming for me, but it wasn't too bad. I don't know if I'll go back, but we'll see. But yeah, 60,000. Jesus, 60,000? That's like 3,000 less than Otakon. Oh my god. It was, yeah, a little bit. It was a little too much for me. I don't know if I'll ever return to that con. But it was alright. But I got to see all my friends from in different Discord servers. I got to make new friends. And I got to meet Neil Newbon. It was absolutely worth it.
Mom.
Yeah, next con, Delta H Con in Houston. That one's a medium-sized convention. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's just in the middle, but I could see Grace and Allison at the next con I'm going to, which is like a month. So I'm like, I'm feeling a little bit the post-con depression, but I'm like, my next con isn't for another 4 weeks. Like, I know my next con isn't until, like, 4 more weeks, but at least, like, I've got vacation next week. I'm going for a week, and then as soon as I get back, it's done to early access, baby. So, I was like, yeah, I'm still feeling like my next con isn't for another few weeks, but stuff to look forward to before, my next con. Saying making new friends was the best part for me. The line was too long, but I wanted to meet Kellen. Oh, BD, did you meet Kellen? Did you get a chance to meet Kellen, BD? You didn't? Oh no! Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Dude, I am so sorry. But yeah, I did make, for those of y'all who follow me on my socials or on my TikTok, I just made a compilation of Fan Expo Dallas last weekend. It was mainly just of my Baldur's Gate 3 stuff, and then of course the live photo of Neil saying in his Astarion voice, the unhappy couple, as the best for last of the compilation. I need to, when I get back from Otakon in the next few months or something, I need to make like some sort of video of me saying, like, cause I remembered, I found the VOD of me saying, it's basically gonna be impossible for me to meet Neil, and then the next one saying like, he's gonna be at Fan Expo Dallas, I wanna go, but and I'm like, it was probably gonna be impossible, and I'm like, was it impossible? Hell no, the impossible is possible.
This will do.
God, this is chaotic. Oh god, this is a little overwhelming. I'm still feeling the starstruck though from meeting Neil last week, and I'm like, if I'm feeling this much starstruck, just wait till I meet Ben Starr at Otakon. If I can try to meet Ben, but I will meet Ben. Hey, you know what? If I can meet Neil, I can meet Ben. I can meet Ben Starr, the voice behind Clive Rossfield himself from Final Fantasy 16. I can do it.
This will end you.
How am I doing this hard? Let's try it again. If not, then... Feels like I'm playing chess.
This will do.
Or at least some form of chess. But the funniest thing is this, I made a list of things to find at conventions, like a convention this summer. It was like I found, find a Astarion body pillow, find any games I'm trying to hunt for, and I might have bought Resident Evil Village on sale on Steam because I've been wanting to play Village, not because of Lady Dimitrescu and because Neil is in that game. And also, like, I can't resist sales, and I'm trying to give Resident Evil games a chance. I'm trying, man. I rage quit it too! I did fine playing 4 off stream, and I'm playing Village off stream just so... nobody... It's like, I play Village off stream. And I just realized something. I have now own 3 Resident Evil games, and they're all even numbered. Yeah, they're difficult to play, but fun to watch play. Very true.
End you. This will do.
Motherfucker. God damn it. Okay. Crazy Taxi. A Dreamcast. God, I haven't heard of a Dreamcast in a long time. That's a good old throwback console. Say, Sega, where's Sonic? I'm trying so hard to find Sonic Heroes on GameCube. I've been looking. I've looked for years, chat. For years. Every single time. I've had that game since childhood, and I lost that game. I've lost it somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I've tried so hard to find the damn thing, but I now decided to give up and try to find it at conventions, but I still can't find Sonic Heroes on GameCube. I just want to play that. I just want to play it on GameCube, but they don't got it. Is that so wrong, chat? Is that so wrong to ask? Just to find Sonic Heroes for GameCube. Is that so wrong to ask? Is that so wrong? I found it once when I was at Anime Houston, but that thing wasn't on sale. That it wasn't available to buy. I thought it was, but my dumbass thought wrong. Please, Classic Game Fest, I am begging you, or Delta H-Con, or Otakon, please. I am begging you. Please have that game for GameCube. Please. I just want to play that game. Is that so wrong? I just want to relive my childhood.
Let's end this now.
And it'd be fun to play on stream. Please, make a young girl's dream come true.
test subject.
Fuck, wrong button.
Let's end this now. We'll meet again. Fry! Picked the wrong test subject.
Move, motherfuckers! What? Fuck!
Fry!
Sorry, my stepdad's texting me. I'm like,
Fry! We'll meet again. Picked the wrong test subject.
this one is so. What's the word? This one is weird. This is a bit straight up weird. It's like they're basically. Oh shoot! I need to get the. Okay, you know what? That's. Oh, stop. Stop. Let me grab my mail, and then we'll do some polling. See if my streamer luck. Because I may either rage quit or if I have to, if I want to figure out a time, I'll do. Where's my jammy? Where's my damn Primo Jam? Alright. I'm just gonna be pulling on the weapon. Nope. So what I want to do after this, I'll see if I can... Let me have all Hatham's weapon, damn you! Damn it. Oh well, we tried. Oh wait, hold on. What should I name the signature? I think I should call it... Give me baby. The Melusine nurse. Give me baby Melusine nurse. How about that? Alright. Were you stretching? Miho, were you stretching? Were you stretching? Okay, we'll take care of this later, okay? Oh, you want attention? Is that it? Ugh. Them doggy. Alright, that's enough. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. It's a good little place. I think I shall stop for today. Thank you, everybody who stopped by. Grace, thank you for modding. BD, thank you for the raid. Thank you to everybody for saying hi and all that fun stuff. Okay. So, plan for tomorrow, since I just started doing voice acting in Chaos's channel, it looks like we will not be doing voice acting tomorrow. So, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be playing some more Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow, and, but I'm gonna be collabing with my new friend, Star. We're gonna be having the fun, grand old time, and I'll also maybe tell y'all how we met and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we will most likely be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, alright guys, that's planned for tomorrow. Plan for next week, just a little heads up, I'm gonna try to get as much streaming time as I can before I go on vacation next Friday, but I shall let you know what the plan is for next week. But nonetheless, have a good day, everybody. See you guys tomorrow for more Baldur's Gate 3. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and spread the love. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Let's go raid the pizza dragon himself. Let's go raid Chaos. Alright, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.